Hello everybody, happy weekend guys. I hope everybody's doing well and taking some time off and having a good time, regardless if you work, taking a break or working out or visiting family, whatever you do today. I hope you have an awesome time. So I came up with my part two for dating nerds, and I felt like I have to release it immediately because it's very important that I share with you guys these things. And some of you are traveling actually this fall. Some of you guys are traveling, have plans to travel to Ukraine. And I would say these dating tips are for, dating nerds or for nerds, how to feel better when they date, how to step up their game. But it's not just with Ukrainian women. I think it's I specialize in that. That's my specialty. How to make your experience better with Ukrainian women and Slavic and Eastern European. But this one really will work, I think, in any country. So in my first part, we talked about the communication, that very often communication is a very weak spot, and guys are often either nervous or they are very short in the sentences, or often when you talk, your voice kind of goes down in the end. Instead of maybe asking a question or wink at a lady, you just kind of like so that is just something that you can totally work on. You can become much better communicator, and more videos will come on that. But most of all, you just have to practice. Sometimes you have to speak up and talk, and just become more engaged person, because it's very uncomfortable when the lady has to it's almost like she has to have a hook and drag every word out of you. That can be annoying, and especially if this lady have a lot of self-confidence, she will think, wow, why should I spend my time kind of chasing this guy, trying to get like every word out of him, when I can just go out and talk with those guys who want to talk with me. Also, she might like you much better than the other guys because you're the smart guy. And I can tell you that many women like nerds, but they just don't know about it. And today we're gonna talk about the strategy, how the woman can discover that they really do like nerdy guys, smart guys, and geeks. By the way, I don't find the word nerd offensive. I don't think that the word nerd is offensive because I'm a nerd myself, and I wear it like a badge of honor. So just so you guys know, I'm not trying to put anybody down. I think it's cool when you have knowledge, when you like learning. So today I'm gonna talk about appearance, and that is a big one. And sometimes I feel, didn't I talk enough about that already? Like, I feel that I talk about this so much. How should I keep talking about this? But I feel like I really have to keep talking about this because it's extremely important. The lady will never discover your rich inner world, your value you can bring to the table, if if your looks scare her or they are unpleasant. So, and here I'll be talking a little bit more about Eastern European culture, and let's start with grooming. Grooming thing is like number one for guys. I don't care if you work all night, I don't care if you are on your computer all day, if you don't sleep at night, if you maybe you work internationally, I don't care about that. But you do not show up on a Skype call or on a date with a messy hair, non-shaved, with bad nails, without taking a shower. Those are simple things, and you guys might think that, that is obvious, Veronica, but no, it's not obvious. You, especially in Eastern Europe, like 95% of women prefer clean shave. And I know for many nerds it's a disappointing thing to hear, but unless you are striking, you're totally striking with your facial hair, and you like groom them every day and they look immaculate, you have to put effort and at least shave. Just think how ridiculous it is. You know, women, you know, we work out. I mean, guys also work out, but you know, we put so much effort to look good, and you think that we can, like, that's not a disappointing experience to see that the guy can't even shave, for crying out loud, you know, like my son would say. It's just, you know, maybe there is fashion, there is a new trend. We don't care about that. Does not affect. You can ask yourself, 95% of Ukrainian women cannot stand facial hair. And I'm not only saying this for you know, do this for the woman. No, I would say do it for yourself. Do it for yourself, because you are the one that you are successful already in one area of your life. Very important area. You know, you have knowledge, maybe you run your own business, maybe you work for somebody, and now IT profession and all other geeky stuff can be very high paid sometimes. But are you attractive and appealing for women? You know, you might think that you are. You might think that, oh, I'm just like staying away from relationship. No, you're not staying away from relationship. Women do not pay attention to you because you aren't appealing. Are you paying attention to other nerdy women who wear like huge big sweaters and they come with messy hair, like they just woke up? And it's not just that they don't have makeup. It's not about that. Some ladies look. It's not about what. Should you have the lipstick on or not. It's about the attitude. You know, how excited you get when you see another woman that is out in her sweatpants and she's out with a book. You know, she's nerdy, but do you feel attracted to her? No. I mean, if you do, by all means, do not change a thing. Just stay the way you are, you know, lazy, laid back. My appearance is fine. You know, if you're attracted to those kind of ladies, yeah, go ahead. You know, you probably will do just fine if she likes that as well. Because it's funny, because those ladies also usually dream about, like, Brad Pitt. So I am making these videos not to put anybody down or criticize, but you guys reaching out to me because you want to make some connections. You know, you want to date Ukrainian women. You at least want to have good experiences. You want to give yourself a chance for a relationship. And those things, they are just, you would think that they are so obvious. You would think that, hey Jorgen, hey Ricky, nice to see you guys. Happy Saturday to you. So we are talking today about dating nerds part 2, and I'm talking today about appearance and how important it is, and we kind of starting with the grooming part. So guys, there is no excuse to not look your best. You know, one day you're gonna look at your life back and think, why didn't I take more charge? You know, why didn't I also invest in being a man, like in being an attractive man? Why did I you know, you have way more also choices to meet women when you build your self-confidence and when you appear confident. These things definitely help us, you know, to appear confident. And then we build that confidence inside. You know, I bet maybe, you know, there are people that can look like a mess and still feel great, but really, how many? And why would you not try to be your best version? Why wouldn't you try to be to take charge and say, hey, I'm not only a smart man, I'm not only great with my brain and with my job, but I'm also attractive, handsome guy. You know, I'm also like, I am appealing to women because I take charge. And you know, you don't have to be super tall or super, you know, have super big muscles for that. Also, you know, that's not a bad idea to working out. It's not a bad idea to you know, work out. And it's a weak, if it's a weak area of your life, why not to add it to your menu and try to just improve. You know, nobody says that, oh, become somebody else. But unless you're looking for a lady who is absolutely unattractive and nerdy like you, you have to make some change. Because you want to give yourself a chance to just, you know, look better. Hey, hello, Julius. I see you, I think, the first time in my life. Nice to see you. And you're gonna say, believe me, I was a total nerd once. You can change your life though, and without all the experiences in Ukraine, I wouldn't be the man I am today. Absolutely. We are learning from our experience, and it tells us, hey, did we really try our best? Like, did we really try our best? How much effort does it take to just roll out of bed and think that, oh my gosh, you know, this whole appearance thing is artificial. I don't need that stuff. I think that every area of our life needs attention. So I cannot emphasize the grooming enough. So guys, never, never, never skip that part. Better be late. Call you late, and don't be late. You better plan it, and you have to come prepared. You have to come. You have to, and don't just do it for the lady. Do it for yourself. Don't you want to look at yourself as in the mirror and just not just that, and feel yourself good and say, man, I feel great today. Like, I feel that I'm discovering that part of me that I kind of give up on before, and it was kind of undeveloped. So and now I feel much better. Guys, I had an experience, one experience in my life when somebody was waiting for me at the airport, and this guy was kind of a nerdy guy overall, but when he was waiting for me in the airport, he actually put a nice suit, like, just a nice suit. Nice fresh shirt, nice suit, and flowers. And by the time, like, he was standing there with flowers, and my plane was a little bit delayed. So by the time I got there, we had a great time, and I could see he was so excited and he was so proud of himself. I didn't know, couldn't quite put my finger on it. So I said, what's happening? I mean, except for joy of meeting, I was like, what's happening? Why are you so excited? And he was, you can't imagine this. Like, I was standing here and several women came to me and asked me whether I was waiting for them. And this was in Western country. It wasn't even in Ukraine. So he was standing there all fresh, all good looking, wearing a nice tailored suit, standing there with flowers. It's like every woman dream. And it was a transforming experience for this man, because he realized, oh my gosh, so when I put effort, it's way worth it. I feel good about myself. We all want to be noticed. We all want to have admirers. When you date a lady and you know that you're not the only ones that like her. In fact, we have the saying in Ukraine: if you're the only person that likes your wife, that admires your wife, if no one else admires your wife, why would you? So, and same for the guys. If no one else admire, your husband or your man, why would you? It's normal to have this a little bit over, this confidence in the air that yes, I am an attractive human being. I put effort. And everybody has a different taste. It's not about being certain kind, being certain height, have certain shape of nose, or anything like that. It's about having yourself in check, looking professional, looking fresh. And it's super, super important because in this case, when you need a little extra confidence, you build it up. You put effort, you build it up. So that's something that I felt that I need to add to what I'm talking, because once the online communication is over and you meet with somebody, and in case with Ukrainian women, she will come in a nice dress, looking really nice, and I want to say something actually. Looking very nice on the outer is not a surface thing. Some of you guys think, well, what's the point? Well, it's just a piece of cloth, who cares about that? But, I was thinking about this. When you look together, when you look sharp, when you take care of yourself, it's not just a surface thing. if you think about it, it's something, if you do this consistently, if you always show up like this in life, if you bring your best game, it tells something about you internally. Because if it's surface thing, you will do it one day, and the next day you're gonna roll out of bed again in your PJs, and that's about it. You know, I live in a small town, America. Let me tell you, like, when I came here, with all my respect to people, I love them to death. They're very good-hearted people, but I was like, I couldn't understand what's happening. Like what's going on? So people just like, you just roll out of bed in your PJs and you go shopping like that? Like, what happened with any kind of pride or self-respect? I mean, I was just stunned by that. Not to mention, I was afraid I'm gonna get killed, because I would see these guys, you know, just walking around in this like very kind of like rags. And I remember like walking, I was like, oh my gosh, breathe, probably gonna kill me. This is those guys that the gangsters. And they're like, hi, you know, like, hello, how you doing? I'm like, oh man, God, please forgive me for my judgment, but I was scared to death. So, of course, now I still don't get it. You know, after all these years, I've been here for 9 years. So, guys, I am actually working on getting some things together. I know not every one of you is necessarily a designer, or like, you know how to even put some outfits together. You don't have to spend a lot of money to look good in Ukraine. But I'm working on a short video course where I'm going to tell you exactly how to have some basic wardrobe, so you will look great. You can do some shopping in Ukraine if you need to, and also if you need a private consultation, how to get from what you already have, or just buying one or two things for your basic wardrobe, how to look together. Because my last thing is this, guys, I want to say, hey Sean, haha, nice to see you. You don't have to, it doesn't have to be a complicated thing. And just by changing your frame, you change in the way people see you, and you transform inside of you. You actually can become the guy you always want to be. You just thought you couldn't, but you can. And the combination, when you develop that feeling inside of you, that you worth more, that you can be more presentable, you are already professional. You got the brain. That's the key. So once you internalize this desire of improving on the outer, it will come within. You will, you know, you can just sit down and write this like 50 benefits of getting on the next level, of have matching appearance. So you know, your outer matches your inner. So it's not that hard. And you know, once you realize like all the benefits, you will realize that maybe you don't even have to, you know, you don't have to go extremes. There are some simple things that you can look in about half an hour. You can look like totally different man, you know. And if somebody needs help, I can help with that. I'll be more than happy to, because you guys know that I got, you know, my first shop. I'm pretty good with styling, and there are some very simple things that you can do to look your best without spending money on Gucci, Schmucci, you know. It's not about that. It's just about framing yourself right, you know. It's kind of, imagine that you have a nice picture, or maybe pictures that could use some adjustment, but if you frame it right, you will feel great about yourself. You will make the right impression. Very often we don't have a chance to make a second impression. That's what happens a lot. So, and in Russian and Ukrainian culture, we do pay attention to those things. It's important. We don't like to be, we like to have a, we kind of like to be a match. We don't want to be, I'm just going to say how it is. We don't want to be embarrassed for our partner. It's just, it's hard to say. I feel that it has to be said though, because we don't want to be embarrassed that, okay, this is our boyfriend and he come, you know, covered with chips all over, you know, in wrinkled short, but he's a great person. He's very smart. So guys, with that being said, this is my dose of message, how to, you know, on some tips how to on dating for nerds. I have to say, guys, to encourage you in the end, I absolutely love nerds. I love smart guys. You guys rock. I think that you deserve to get the best, because you are, in the end, the guys that we want to have great conversation with will never run out of topics, just by putting some extra effort to other areas of your life. You can give yourself a chance to shine and to come up also, you know, as a strong, confident, powerful man. And ladies gonna fight for you if you do it right. So have a wonderful weekend, guys. Thank you for the props, thank you for the hearts and thumbs up. Share my videos if you find them valuable, if you think somebody can learn from this, and I will be happy to see your comments, and we will continue the discussion shortly. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody, and thank you.